Hello, it's Justin Woodall, your trusted Athens real estate advisor. Today, I've got a market update for you. So we are halfway through 2021. It's early July. So what has happened in the first half of 2021, and how does that compare to the first half of 2020? So I'm going to share my screen here and go through some numbers. And again, if you've watched my videos before, you know this is a lot of numbers. So just bear with me. We're going to show you kind of what's going on and how the market compares. So we're going to look at all these different features, and it's pretty fascinating, obvious actually. And when you compare this year to last year, of course, we had COVID breaking out in the middle of last year. So I think that's going to affect some of these numbers, but it's still very interesting to see what's happening to average sales price and just what's going on in the market. So new listings, and this is, so the first round, I'm going to do Athens, Clarke County, and then right after that, I'm going to do Oconee County. If you're in a surrounding county, the numbers are probably going to be similar, but if you want some specifics for your county or your neighborhood, feel free to reach out. I'll be glad to pull some numbers for you. But probably 75–80% of our business is between these two counties. So that's what I want to focus on. That's where the 75–80% of the population is as well. So in 2020, let's see if we can start here. There were 917 listings that hit the market in the first 6 months. This is January 1 through June 30th of 2020. 2021, there were a little over 1,000. So that's an increase of about 13%. So we saw more listings come on the market this year than last year. Now sold 666 last year, 820 this year. So that's an increase of about 23%. So more homes sold in the first half of this year than last year. Average sales price last year, $241 in Athens. This year, $299. Which is an increase of about 24%. So on average, the average sales price has gone up 24%. Median, I like to always look at median too. And if you remember, median is that midpoint, basically half the homes sold above this price and half the homes sold below this price. So last year it was 216, this year 250. So half the houses sold less than 250 and half sold above 250 in Athens this year. And that's up 15% over last year. Average days on market and median days on market was 43 and 17 last year, 32 and 11. Median days on market is 11 right now in Athens, Clarke County. So how does that compare with what's going on right now at this moment? So as of today, early July, actively in Athens, there are 148 listings currently for sale, not under contract, not sold, 148. And this is, again, residential housing, condos, single family homes, etc. Under contract, 238. So we've got quite a bit more homes under contract than what are currently available. Average list price of the currently listed inventory, $433,000, and median $374,000. So that means half of those 148 homes are higher priced than $374, and half of those homes are lower priced than $374. So as you can see, this is a red hot market. Prices rising, sales are still strong. Sales numbers are higher than they were last year, and current inventory is priced higher than what sold. So if you say, hey, we bought a house last year, you did well because things are have gone up this year. If you're, who knows what next year is going to look like, but if the trend continues, then these numbers are going to continue to be high. And that's another video for another day, but you've got some gurus saying it's going to continue for a long time. You've got others that feel like it's going to pull back a little bit. I guess time will tell. Right now, what we're seeing is that the market is strong. Not enough homes for sale, a lot of buyers looking, high demand, low supply, prices rising. So Oconee County, what are we seeing there? New listings last year, first half of last year in 2020, 454. This year, 418. So fewer people listed their homes in Oconee County this year compared to last year. And there's also not as much new construction going on. Of course, lumber prices have gone through the roof. So some builders have even said, look, we're just not even going to price anything until we get done with it, and we know what our cost is going to be. So fewer homes came on the market, 8% less, which again furthers that problem of the supply and demand. So the supply has actually dropped in Oconee County. Sold properties, pretty close, about the same, about a 1% change there. Average sales price in the first half of last year, $395,000. This year, $475,000. That's an increase of 20%. on average. Median, 369,000 in 2020. And this year, 435,000. So again, half the homes sold in Oconee County above 435,000, half sold for less than 435,000. That's an increase of 18% over last year. Average days on market, very similar to Clark County. It's getting faster, 50 to 70% faster homes, selling quicker. Active on the market right now in Oconee County, there are only 64 homes. So if you look at that, 418 sold in the first 6 months, there's only 64 available right now. So 90 currently under contract. So again, almost 1.5 times as many under contract, very similar to Athens as what's actually for sale on the market. And again, when you've got that skewed of a seller's market, prices are just going to continue to push up because you've got buyers competing for the same home and driving each other up. Average list price, check that out. $802,000 is the average list price in Oconee County right now. And part of that is you've got some homes listed at $2, $3, $4 million, and that's pulling that average up and making it higher and kind of skewing it up. And on the contrast of that, you don't have anything around 100,000 or 200,000. There's virtually nothing. So that's pulling part of what's pulling that up. But actively right now, that's the average list price. Median, I think, is a little bit better measure, but even the median price is $550. So of those 64 active listings, that means 32 of them are priced below $550 and 32 of them are priced above $550 in Oconee County. So again, red hot real estate market right now. If you're thinking about selling, it's a great time to do it. Don't do it unless you know where you're going to go or what you're going to build or what you're going to buy, because you're going to be it's going to be a battle to find something to buy. It's tough to buy. Great market to sell in. And reach out to us because this market's changing so rapidly. As you can see, these prices are changing so rapidly. And it's really important right now, if you're going to sell your house, that you price it appropriately, you have it in the right condition so that we can get those multiple offers and that we can get those bidders to bid up. If you price it too high, they're not going to go after it, or you may only have one, and that one's going to want to negotiate with you. If you price it too low, well, you don't want to price it too low either. And if you get the exposure, the market's going to drive it up. But if you don't get the right exposure, you're going to leave money on the table. So again, if you're thinking about selling, reach out to us, at least get our advice, get our consultation on that to see what the right thing for you to do is. And we've got buyers waiting. So if you're thinking about selling your house and say, hey, I really don't want to put it on the market, but I would sell it if I can get my price, call us and let us know your price, because we've got buyers looking that we can't find houses sometimes to show them. So again, let us know what we can do to help you. I hope this market update has been helpful. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. We're going to be dropping a new video every Tuesday about either market updates, buying or selling real estate, and some of the information is just going to be about Athens, local businesses, what's going on in Athens, things like that. So subscribe to the channel and look for the update again next week.